Hi guys, I'm back. I don't know if you saw my previous video on my skincare, but I washed my face. I didn't do my treatments yet, and I'm in my pajamas. Yay! I love my pajamas. I'm really tired, so if I appear crazy, it's just I'm overtired. All right, grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, grab your favorite drink, get cozy. I don't know if you're doing a laptop, a desktop, a phone. Grab yourself, grab your favorite pet, get comfortable. Today we are going to talk about how to shop for Chanel. I'm going to tell you the craziest story that happened to me. I'm like forgot about it until when I was making the previous video because I was after it happened. I'm like I'm making a video on it. Blah. I don't want to shame the company, but I had a horrible experience at a Chanel boutique. So, all right. Well, first of all, I didn't put my skincare away. I'm a bad girl. And I didn't clean and I didn't do laundry. But I am coming back to talk to you guys. So, all right, let's talk about Chanel. As you know, I love Chanel. So, in my break, my little social media YouTube break, I went shopping with my girlfriend. And we went to a Neiman Marcus boutique. I want to give you a little background, a little story time, okay? But my story's true. So I used to be a vendor for a company that would go into Neiman Marcus. So I used to go into this Neiman Marcus, and I'm not giving any location, any details. Maybe I will, but not yet. So I used to go into this Neiman Marcus quite often. I know a lot of people in every department. I still go in there to have lunch a lot. I'm still going in there to shop for shoes a lot. I slow down my Chanel purchases from there because my favorite sales associate left. She was amazing. She had like over $1 million book. She was really knew how to take a customer into a client. There's the deal. You need to take a customer that might buy one bag and make him into a client for life. She was excellent at that. She has since left and they have not maintained the staff. Well, they have, but they don't go above and beyond. They just show you and it is what it is. There's no true customer skills. But anyway, I have sometimes found a piece here and there in the store, but they don't call me like other people do. And, after she left, I haven't had a great communication with that store. But I still know everyone. I was going to say something really nasty about the people in there, but I'll just tell you that the people who work in that store treat people really mean. Like when I used to go and in there for work, they would just read people up and down. They would look at your shoes, your bag, your body, your skin, your hair, your man. And if these things weren't up to snuff, you'd get trashed. So this store really thinks it's like on Rodeo Drive, and it's not. To me, nobody should be acting like that. And I don't talk about my career on YouTube, but I'm in sales and I have been in sales the majority of my life, and I've worked in all different areas of training, account management, and I love selling and I love teaching people how to build a relationship. Well, these people have no customer service skills. Some people are nice in the store. So my girlfriend, she's such a sweetie pie. She loves Louis Vuitton and she knows my small leather good collection. She watches some of my videos, not all of them, but she wanted a little coin purse and she wanted a key holder and she wanted to try a wallet on the chain. She wants to get into the brand. I mean, hey, if I'm influencing her, I love it. So I wanted to take her over there because she went in there one time previous and she did not get any service. Nobody waited on her. So I was like, okay, I know the girls. Sometimes if they have a piece, I'll buy it from them, even though they're not the best at following up, whatever. So we go over there and okay, this is what happened. This is bad. This pisses me off. We go into the boutique. The girls weren't there, and it was a guy, okay? So we walk towards the boutique, and you never know what you're going to get in this boutique because they don't have, like, a consistent staff. It's really weird. They don't have, like, they'll just, if nobody's working, they'll pull from handbags. So the person might not be a Chanel guy or Chanel girl. He may be a Gucci guy. and he's just working. So, okay, I'm not wearing any Chanel. I'm wearing, you know what I had? I had my Louis Vuitton Pochette, a cute little Pochette. I had jeans on. I had Chanel ballet flats and a tee. I had my hair up in a pony. I was just cute and casual. My girlfriend had her Louis Vuitton bag on. Okay, it doesn't matter if I'm wearing a fucking trash bag. I got treated like shit. I mean, seriously, excuse my language, but seriously, it does not matter what somebody wears. They could have been wearing a Vera Bradley bag. I mean, they could be wearing a freaking, like a grocery store bag. Stop the freaking judgment. I'm so over it. I go into the boutique. She's looking at in cases. He doesn't even acknowledges us. He looks at us. He gives us a look like you are two pigs walking into the boutique. I'm not kidding. He gives us like a look of disdain, like you're wasting my time even walking in here. Like I should be charging $5 a breath for each Chanel breath that you take. It was like his reaction was like, ugh, like seriously. So she's looking at the cases over here. I'm turning over here where he is. This is him. Yeah, this is him. I want to make fun of him, but he's not nice. I spy with my little eye a trendy CC gray. Okay, I love trendy CC. I love lamb, and I love gray. Okay, you guys know I talk about lamb on my channel every Chanel video. I freaking love Chanel lamb, okay? I love trendy CC. I love gray. I was like, okay, I think I might be interested in this bag. The guy standing there. Here's guy. Here's the Chanel guy. He's like, starting to see me come over to pick up the bag. He had the bag out because he was showing it to a previous customer, not a client, because I don't think he can turn anybody into a client. And I pick up the bag. Okay, here's the bag. I pick it up. I'm like, oh. He's like, put that down. That's Chanel lambskin. Yeah. I'm like, okay. He's like, I was like, what? I'm like, oh my God. I want to try this bag on. He's like, you really shouldn't touch that. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, seriously? I'm like, oh. So then I say to him, I'm like, oh, you mean the gray lamb trendy CC wallet on the chain? Like, and he's looking at me like, how the hell do you know that? He was like, don't touch that. Like, don't touch that. Okay. You're a peasant and you'll never be able to afford this wallet on the chain. So my girlfriend's like, oh, she's looking at something. She's like, I said, Nicole, I said, we're leaving. And I told him, I said, you really shouldn't judge people and you shouldn't yell at people. And then I just walked out. And then I talked to a friend in the cosmetic department. And she's like, that's horrible. Like, she's like, I don't even know who this guy is. But she's like, you buy Chanel. Like, even if you didn't, who cares? So this guy screamed at me over a lamb bag. Like, I was going to take my freaking talons and go, and scratch it up. And I'm going to trash the bag as if I had, like, some kind of disease that would rub off on, I hate to say this, but dead animal skin. Like, he valued that lambskin bag more than he valued me as a human being. Really sad. Okay, I hear something. It's probably my kitties. Okay, so anyway, that was one point. I've never been treated like this. I've gone to boutiques all over this country, and I'm going to tell you, I frequent New York 57th Street all the time, and I'm greeted with a glass of champagne. Even if I buy a lipstick, I mean, come on. I know that the stores in the big cities, they know. Nobody gets dressed up to shop. I know from experience when I have a client, if they don't look like they have a ton of money, they're the ones that are going to buy everything from me. Stop judging people. Stop reading people. Get over yourself. You're in sales. That was disgusting. So let's talk about how to buy Chanel. I can't believe the guy was like yelling at me, that's lambskin. I was like, no, really? I just felt like educating him, but then I just kind of was like, let's just go. I'm like, this guy doesn't even need to be like woke because he'll never get it. He will never get it. And I understand if somebody's having a bad day, but He was just nasty. All right, how to shop for Chanel. So this is going to be focused on people who have never bought a Chanel bag or have maybe bought pre-loved but have never gone to a boutique to shop for Chanel, and they want to get their first bag or their second bag or their small leather good. Honey, if you're buying a $400 small leather good versus a $5,000 bag, you need to be treated the same way. You need to get the same amount of respect. People need to treat you great. So here's my little tips on how I get great service, even though I had that asshole sales associate from hell. So what I do, here's what I would do. All right, you want to try, let's use some examples today. Today I'm going to use black jumbo. I'm going to use card case, and I'm going to use belly flats. All right. So you want to get your jumbo, you want to get your card case, and you may want to get a pair of shoes. So what I would do is I would call a boutique that's close to you. Now, not everybody's close to a boutique. There's different points of sale for Chanel. There's the independent freestanding boutiques that are in major cities, Manhattan, Chicago, DC, Tyson's Corner, California, whatever. And then you have Saks stores, and then you have Neiman Marcus stores, and then you have a couple other stores like Jeffrey in New York, and some other Hirschligers, and some other stores that carry Chanel. So figure out where you want to get your Chanel products from. You can get your Chanel products from the boutiques. I love boutiques. You don't get perks like with a Saks card or a Neiman's card. You're not going to get your points or anything like that. But you're going to get really good service in a boutique. I love boutiques because they keep in touch with you and they have more stock. I've been finding that Neiman's, I haven't shopped in Chanel Neiman's much because the buyer for Chanel Neiman's hasn't been good. I mean, they are very conservative. They don't buy a lot of small leather goods. Saks buys a lot of small leather goods, and so do the boutiques. So what's frustrating about Chanel is when you look on the website and you see an item and you're like, I love this item. You will have only a couple points of sale for that item. They will not sell it at all Chanel boutiques. It's not like Louis Vuitton. I want my Speedy. Every Louis Vuitton has that Speedy. With Chanel, you're only going to have a certain stores unless it's a classic bag like a jumbo, a maxi, a medium large, or a classic card case, unless it's like a 00V on the tag. Most of these pieces are seasonal and they're different kind of merchandise, and they're not carried through each retailer. So I'll first speak to how to find the regular stuff, your jumbo, your card case, and your ballet flats. Okay, so what you need to do is decide where you want to buy the bag. And sometimes it comes down to whoever has the bag. But you want to see you want to see and you want to make sure it looks good on you, right? So what I would do is, even if this is like a 3-hour trip one way and you're making a destination for your Chanel, you call the boutique or your Neiman Marcus or your Saks, wherever you decide to shop at. And you say, can I speak to somebody in sales? Can I speak to somebody in handbags? And whoever picks up the phone could be the perfect person for you, or then you may not, it may not click. So then you say, say Jane answers the phone, and Jane is like, oh yeah, okay. You want to call the boutique and you want to make sure they have the bags available that you want to see. There's nothing like driving down there and they don't even have the bags for you. So what I would do is I call the boutique and say, okay, I'm interested in a black jumbo lambskin with silver hardware. Do you have that in stock? Okay, let me check my stock. I'm also interested in a red caviar card holder. Do you have that? And then I'm interested in some flats. I'm just using examples here. So if Jane is busy, expect Jane or John to put you on hold or to call you back at a certain time. And then you can make an appointment with the sales associate. You could say, oh, great, you have the jumbo. All right, and you have the card case, but you may not have the flats. All right, well, what I'm going to do, Jane, I'm going to come in Wednesday at 3 p.m. Is that a good time? Are you guys usually busy that time? Find out, start your relationship with that sales associate with a phone call. with a text. Maybe they can text you pictures of the bag. So you find out everything is good. Jane has the bags for you. She has the card case. She's going to say maybe like, you better get that card case now because, it's going to sell out. So you want to go quick, because if something is limited edition or they don't have a lot, they aren't really going to put it on hold for you. So you got to get there quick. They can't really do like a strong hold. So what you could tell Jane, okay, I'm calling you. It's Tuesday now. I'm interested in coming in during the weekend. I know you can't guarantee the bag for me till the weekend, but do you think that you have enough bags that I can see? Jane will tell you, I only have one jumbo, or yes, there's 4 jumbos in the boutique. So then you can call the day before, hey, do you still have the bag? So it's always good to make sure they have the bags that you are interested before you get to the boutique. Another thing that I do is I dress for the bag. So if I am going in to look for the trendy CC, that's a very dressy bag. It's got this shiny, intense gold bling and hardware. It's lambskin. It's a statement piece. If I went in there with some cargo pants and a t-shirt and not much makeup, not jewelry, I would feel that the bag wouldn't suit me, because so many times we look at something and we're like, oh yeah, okay, I'll imagine it with my black dress, or imagine this with a suit. It's better to dress for the bags and the products you're interested in instead of imagining how they would be. Because I've tried on bags and I didn't have the right outfits for, that I were like, ew, this looks horrible on me. It doesn't suit me. And then I've tried them on when I was appropriately dressed of when I would wear the bag, and it worked. So my advice is, if you are a sneakers girl, a jeans girl, stick with that. Stick to your style. If you have different styles like I do, then shop for the bag shop for the bag and wear the clothes that are appropriate for the bag. A jumbo goes with everything. But if you're trying on like a wallet on the chain and you're going to wear your wallet on the chain only when you're wearing casual gear, put your casual gear on. Be true to your style and to the style of what you want the bag for when you go shopping. So, okay, you have your appropriate outfit on. You are a girl that likes to wear heels, and you like little skinny pants, and you like a cardigan, okay? That's like my outfit. And you want to try on your bags. You get to the store. Jane has your bags. Hi, Jane. I talked to you on the phone. How are you? It's my luxury indulgences. It's so nice to meet you. You want to make sure she has time. Do you have time now to show me the things? Okay. Then you want to explain to the sales associate that it's like a delicate line. You're not wasting their time, but you may not be taking that credit card out that day. So you can explain, I'm really interested in the brand. I am a Celine lover, but I've always been interested in Chanel, and I really want a jumbo. This shows the sales associate that you want to know about the brand. And if they really are a passionate, good sales associate, not just trying to be a ringer, some sales associates just want to be a ringer. They want a clerk. You don't want that. So if the sales associate be like, oh yeah, so, Coco Chanel, she'll tell you a little story. She'll give you the romantic story about Chanel, or he will. They'll be really interested to talk about the brand with you. Then you want to take your items, or Jane can take your items over there, and you need to go to a quiet area. You need to put your stuff that you would carry. I could tell you so many times I haven't done this, and it makes sense. You put your items in the bag. If you would have got the douche that I had, that he wouldn't even let you breathe on the bag, but your sales associate should let you take out your items and let you put them in the bag. You should try it on fully. You want to examine the bag. You want to try it on. Each store has a different view on if they let you take photos of yourself in the bag. Some say yes, some say no. So that's it's up to the discretion of the store. You have to become very comfortable with that bag. It's a huge purchase, so do not let any sales associate intimidate you. Your right sales associate is going to be somebody who's like, take your time. I really want you to love the bag, because the worst thing you want to do is have to exchange it, have to sell it if it doesn't work for you. So take your time. And the way I like to do that, and the way I established a great relationship with Cartier, is they know that if I go in there, I'm trying stuff on. I'm not going to buy today, but I'm eventually going to buy. And that's what you want to do. You want to establish a relationship with Chanel. And by just be honest and open, I'm really interested. Like, I have all totes and I want to get a flap bag. I've always wanted a flap and I want to see the correct one for me. And now that I see the black jumbo, I'm not really loving it. I might want beige. I might want a pop of color. So you just have to go in, call ahead, make sure they have the bags that you're interested. Make sure they can hold, if they can't hold the bag, at least see if there's enough until you get there. Touch base again right before you're coming in. Text them, say, hey, Jane, I'm coming in. I just want to see if you're going to be available at that time. Dress for your style. If you are not loyal to your style, don't dress up. If you're really just a casual girl, don't get dressed up, because then it's not going to be your style. The bag's not going to suit you. You got to find your own personal style. And don't feel like you have to go in and impress these people, because they're just human beings selling bags. Okay. Forget what the second part was. So that's my advice on how to get it from a boutique. Another great way to buy Chanel is when Neiman Marcus and Saks do triple point events. If you have a Neiman Marcus or a Saks credit card, they offer like a double or triple points. So you can sometimes get like a couple $100 gift card from your purchase. And I love that, because then that couple $100 you can, go get some lunch or some cosmetics or put towards a shoes purchase, whatever. So I'm trying to think if I have any more tips. Sorry, guys. My back is killing me. I'm exhausted. Let's see. Buying Chanel. How to shop for Chanel. I just know that you deserve the bag. Like, don't be intimidated by these people. Don't be scared. There's so many people that message me and they're like, please show the shopping of Cartier because I'm scared to walk into a boutique. And you should not be scared to walk into a boutique, because they're going to give you, like, you're not a perfect person and you're not Kim Kardashian walking in ready to spend millions. Everybody, I want to say one thing, and I don't want this to come out rude. Oh, I'm going to do it on my financial radio. Never mind. I'm not even going to say it tonight. I'll stay tuned for that. I have a whole financial video because people ask me how I afford bags, and I wanted to touch on it, but we're going to save that for another day. You deserve the bag if you work hard. You need the bag. You want the bag. It's up to you if you want to buy the bag. So I hope these tips helped. I know when I go and lay in bed, I'm going to remember every other thing I wanted to talk about and mention. And we're paying money for this. We need service. So, and then the great part is you can, after Jane has explained everything to you, showed you the features of the bag, explain the leather. Oh, okay, here we go. When you're looking at your bag, when I say examine it thoroughly, you want to, you're a doctor and that's your patient. You want to go over every inch. You want to look at the stitching. You want to make sure, and I've seen this, you want to make sure that authenticity card matches up to the sticker inside, because sometimes they lose them. They do, and they put the wrong one in there. That's happened a few times. You want to make sure that bag is meticulous. And if there's a wrinkle, a pop stitch, anything, don't accept that bag. Do not let the sales associate tell you that these bags are handmade and that's just the way it is. That is bullshit. Chanel has not been handmade. If I see somebody else try to tell me that Chanel is handmade, I'm going to just, really, Chanel's not handmade. Chanel's made on a machine. The only bags that are handmade are some Louis Vuitton, fancy leathers, and Hermes, and some different indie brands. Chanel is mass produced. Chanel's not made by hand. So they can't tell you this pop seam or this uneven stitching or this wrinkle or this crumpled leather is now sometimes it could be a natural character of the bag, but no. You want to see another bag. And don't be afraid to be like, okay, here's 3 jumbos. Which one do I pick? Okay, well, this one has the perfect caviar or lamb but the alignment's off. Wait, don't feel rushed. The sale, if somebody's being rude to you or just being like, no, that's fine, then you could say, hey, would you accept that if this was your first bag? Would you really? And if they say yeah, then you know that's not a good sales associate for you. A good sales associate is going to say, you know what, I want you to walk away happy, and I can't wait for you to buy your second bag with me. There you go. I hope this video was somewhat helpful. If you guys have any questions on how to shop for Chanel, how to shop for anything, let me know. Unfortunately, I had that bad experience, but I still love walking into a Chanel boutique. I went into one the other day, and they were a little friendly. They weren't unfriendly, and they weren't really friendly. They kind of let me look at stuff, but you know, they didn't go over above and beyond. I guess you got to find who you like and whoever meshes well with you and stick with that person, because then they're going to look out for you. They're going to be like, oh, she loves small leather goods. I'm going to call her when this collection comes in. And it's hard to find that, sadly, with Chanel. I had that, and I had somebody that went above and beyond. There'd be like one bag in the whole world, and she would track it down for me. It's hard to find that with certain people, and it's hard to find that now if you don't buy and buy and buy consistently. So I hope this was helpful. Please, any questions, I'm willing to address it and help you guys get the perfect bag for your money. If you want me to talk about reselling, and if you want me to discuss how to either buy a bag on a reselling site or eBay, I can help you with that, or help you sell a bag, because I've sold different bags. I'm going to go to sleep. I have to be up in probably like 4 hours. I'm exhausted. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I missed you guys, and I will see you soon. So, all right, what's coming up? The financial video. We're going to talk about money. We're going to get taboo. We're going to talk about how to save, what's worth it, blah, 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 blah. So get your questions ready, and I hope you enjoy this, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye-bye.